What's up, everybody?
What it do?
What's up? Welcome to PopUp.
We up there.
Wagwan.
You already know.
Pop up on them.
You already know. So, get right into it. Today's obviously a lot of events unfolded. We're gonna slowly get into that, though. We're gonna start with the little and work our way up into the more severe.
Trying to start with the positive vibes first.
Yeah, try to start with some positive. So first thing I want to talk about is I'm sure everybody has seen in the news or in the entertainment news recently, I think yesterday, that Kanye West is might be a divorced guy coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, seen that.
Again?
Seen that.
Yeah.
Seen that. So apparently it's like an not official thing yet, obviously. Anybody knows divorce and all that takes time, but apparently this is like officially in talks. Like divorce lawyers have been hired. This is something that's going to happen. Real quick, I want to ask both y'all, is this something y'all saw coming or is this kind of a surprise? Like, do y'all think this was?
I definitely seen it coming. Like, you seen all the stuff Kanye was on a few months back. He was doing some crazy stuff in the media saying, you know what I'm saying, he was running for president. Or quote running for president. I don't know if he was legit or what he was trying to do, but
he got some votes.
Yeah, you know what? He did get some votes. That's the crazy thing.
He got some votes.
So whenever I seen that, I also seen some stuff with Kim Kardashian with talking like I seen some reports that she wasn't feeling it pretty much. And that this already been in the works and they've been living separate for how long now? Like a minute.
Months, I heard.
Oh,
a couple months, yeah. So what you, Clay, what you think? You think like this, you saw this coming, or this was you kind of surprised?
I guess a little bit of both. I mean, obviously, I'm now that we're really talking about it, and especially, you know, Alexander bringing up some facts, like she obviously is trying. You know what I'm saying? Like she seemed like she genuinely cares about Kanye. Because I've done seen how she was so quick to up and leave the second something small happened with her other relationships. So it's clear that she's not trying to do that with this man. But you know what I'm saying? Like Kanye definitely going through some things and we all just got to pray for my mans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. It's definitely, definitely sad to see any type of situation beyond the fact that they're celebrities, just like a family have to go through shit like that. But it's definitely something I'd say I didn't see coming a long time ago, but as of recently, I definitely would say I saw it coming. You know what I mean? Like after everything that happened between the presidency and him talking about the alleged abortion or almost abortion and stuff like that. And from that angle, I respect it because you can tell that she has a problem with his openness and willingness to be so like blatant and candid about their private life or things that happened that should be between them, which, you could say that falls back on his mental illness or whatever's going on with him. But at the same time, I could see why she is not, really feeling the relationship like that anymore. And to be honest, especially with his recent, like religious, him, finding his faith, and I just didn't see them working out together. They didn't really seem like they're
probably not meshing no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't see it meshing no more.
Since they moving, they living separate. They probably just not meshing no more.
Yeah, I heard he's been living in like Wyoming and she's been in California, obviously for like a couple months. Like they didn't even really spend the holidays and stuff together. So, but another thing I want to ask is like, so what do y'all think about, so they've got 4 kids, obviously. I think the oldest is she's 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah. Do
you think Kim's about to hit him hard with that CS, that child support, you think?
Bro, it's crazy. I seen somebody on Twitter say, they quoted the lyrics. It's like, yo, Kanye literally foretold his
he predicted his own future.
They said psychic told me she gonna have an ass like Serena, Trina. Something for 4 kids, more kids, and I gotta pay all that bad ass for showbiz. Like I was like, oh shit, my man really predicted his future.
That's crazy.
Crazy, bro.
I didn't even really think about that.
I was like, nah.
Yo, nigga snapped.
Bro. Crazy, like it's definitely gonna, if she does put him on, which I'd be surprised if she didn't. Maybe they could work something out, but that's gonna be a lot of money, and that's a lot of years. He's not like, I wouldn't say he's obviously not old. I think he's only like 45 or 40. He's in his 40s, but
45.
Talking about, he's like 40 something. I know. I don't think he ain't 50 yet.
Low 40s and maybe.
Nah, I don't think so.
Kanye, he's on his 40s. I think he's in his 40s.
That's what I'm saying. I think he may be in his 40s, but low 40s. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like maybe like 44, 43 or something like that. Yeah, 'cause I think Kim K is 43 and he's 44. I think that's what it is. Like that. But or she's 40 and he's 43. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be a wow for the next, couple of years of his career that he's gonna be paying that a lot of money for that, bro. And Kanye's one of the artists.
You know them Kardashians.
You know so crazy? You know so crazy? I'm thinking about it now because I was on Twitter today and I seen somebody quote Kanye and it was like, oh, we about to get another 808s and Heartbreak. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And that's probably why, because the whole divorce thing.
Yeah, a lot of people been saying that.
Crazy.
So I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people been saying that if there's any bright side to this, is that his next album is probably going to be fire. Like it's probably going to be, like,
yeah.
But I don't know. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how he deals with this and deals with this along with his divorce. Because I mean, if you know anything about religion or Christianity, period, like divorce is technically you're not supposed to get divorced. Like, again, this is a weird relationship anyway because Kanye West seems like he's fully, devoted to Christianity, and Kim Kardashian is on the far opposite end of that. Maybe not the far opposite, but she's obviously not very religious. I don't think. Maybe whatever she was doing to to stay connected with him through him gaining his faith. But we definitely gonna see. Along with some other ex-girlfriend news or wifey news, I know there's the NFL player Von Miller. I don't know if y'all are familiar with him at all. Von Miller. A couple of days ago, his ex-girlfriend dropped some pretty interesting text between him and her. They got into a very, very intense argument. And in the argument, he went on to say, I guess she's pregnant with his unborn child. And he went on to say some things like that she's a disappointment. His biggest mistake was getting her pregnant, and worse, that he's praying for a miscarriage. It was exact words. He went
dropped
in.
The bomb. That was the bomb I was hoping I didn't hear, bro.
He went a little bit hard. I don't know, but so I'm saying, what y'all think? Do y'all think that that guys in his position or sports players, celebrities, whatever in his position, they have the right to talk to these girls like this? Because I don't think it's justified to put someone's private text messages, regardless of whether they're celebrities or not, to put that up on the internet. You know what I mean? But so what do y'all think? Like, do y'all think he took it a little bit too far with that one? Like,
yeah, my dog took it way too far. And what I'm gonna put it to is messed up because every time somebody in the NFL's in some news or does some crazy stuff, I put it straight to CTE, bro. Like, these dudes be doing some reckless stuff, you know what I'm saying? Especially some of the football players, though. I don't know. I tag it to CTE. Like, they really be reckless.
Yeah, their brains are.
No, that's. That's a fact. And I was gonna say too, like with these football players too, with the football players first, sometimes they do be acting a little too privileged to the point where they act out and say shit that they're not even really thinking about, like, yo, this is fucked up to say. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's your seed at the end of the day, whether you like her or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should make sure the seed
they definitely
is good, and then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They seem more like prone to violent like outbursts and violent actions than other sports players. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you never really see NBA players saying or stuff like that or beating their girlfriends up. Like,
and especially the whole putting your business out online. Like, come on, bro. That's something that, like, that was on
her though. That was on her though. He did it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Her, as far as like, I'm blaming her. Like, just putting your business online. Like, come on, man. Like, and I hate when people in general do that shit on like Facebook and shit. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
business in house. You know what I'm saying?
It's granted, like he did, like you said, he took it a little bit too far with all of that. Like, you know what I mean? Because
he did. But like, go tell his mama. Don't tell.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, homeboy, his sister, somebody. Like, why you gotta like so deep? Yeah, but I don't know. I guess that's the but he's moving on apparently. I think either today or yesterday he posted like some pictures up on Instagram of his new girlfriend that he's with on like a vacation or something. So obviously it's not something that's going to affect him too much. And I heard a couple of teams want him to finish off the season pretty well. So I don't think this is something that's like a big deal. But definitely something going on with all that stuff, that whole girlfriend thing going on, and the celebrity with the sports players and the rappers. Like, it's all so messy, man. And, like,
messy.
Yeah, bro, tragic. Like, tragic. Moving on, though, out of sports, entertainment, music news, I want to talk about some of this like, we're going to call this the geeky news, because we're going to talk a little bit about, like, this superhero movie stuff. So I noticed today, some of the readings I've been going on, it seems like there's this new trend in the superhero stuff. What's that? Which one of that? Who that is?
I got my Spider-Man shirt on today.
You got the Spider-Man, which is crazy. I'm about to talk about Spider-Man too.
What do you know?
So yeah, the new Spider-Man movie that's coming out is gonna have 3 Spider-Mans. I don't know if y'all know this, but there's the Spider-Man from back in the day when we was kids, which is gonna be Tobey Maguire. Y'all know the original. That's to me is the real Spider-Man. Then there was the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, which was that I think it was called The Amazing Spider-Man Part 1 and 2. Had Jamie Foxx in it. So apparently he's coming back for this third one as well. And plus, obviously, we're gonna have our new current Spider-Man, which is what's his name, Tom Holland. So
yeah, Tom Holland.
That seems to be a trend with that, which I think that's one thing that's kind of weird because I feel like they're taking that. I don't know if y'all saw the Enter the Spider-Verse. The cartoon
Spider-Verse with Miles Morales. Yeah,
that was basically the kind of the storyline with that, and it seems like they're going to take that and apply it to this new live-action Spider-Man movie, which will be the third in the series. Mm-hmm. So why I bring this up though, it seems like this is kind of a trend because I also found out that DC, DC Films right now has a Batman movie coming out that's going to star Robert Pattinson, and they're also going to have another kind of parallel Batman that's going to star the original old Batman, Michael Keaton, who played Batman in the Tim Burton movies. I don't know if y'all probably remember them back when he was kids, like the real old ones.
That's from a minute ago,
Yeah, so he's signed up to come back to play Batman, so they're going to have 2 Batmans. Then I'm reading that Disney Plus is bringing back some sort of Star Wars series that's going to have the old Obi-Wan and the old Anakin Skywalker will come back and play their roles as well. Do y'all think this is like cool or not? Because I'm kind of on the fence about this. I feel like this is not something that's that necessary. I think this is kind of just linked to nostalgia and fan service and stuff like that. So what do y'all think?
I don't know. Me personally, I would say move on. Just do something else.
Yeah.
Whenever I see people do that, it just don't hit the same to me.
It
don't.
Yeah, but like what I was gonna say is like when it comes to Marvel and DC, like especially Marvel having so many different storylines and they always intertwine. And I know that's like that with DC as well. Like when it comes to those 2 titles, I feel like it can always be acceptable. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's done in a unique way. But when it comes to you bringing back these old actors and you trying to bring back the old vibes, I feel like it's the same. It's no different than Disney Plus doing Disney doing the live action movies and all them shits is trash. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same thing.
I get into arguments with people all the time over those these Disney live actions. I just can't get with it. Bro. I can't get with it. Like
either do it exactly how it's supposed to be done or leave it alone.
That's not what I just wanted to bring up because I thought it seems like it's common in Hollywood for them to follow fashion as I think Jamaican people would say like
follow fashion,
or to copy constantly the things that are successful. So they're like, well, we got to do that, but I don't think it's a good idea. I am interested in seeing Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen come back for Star Wars to play Anakin and Obi-Wan. That does seem interesting, but I think DC doesn't need to do the whole Batman thing and Spider-Man. I feel like they could have made the third one a little bit better, but these are all developing stories. We'll see. We'll keep our eyes on it. We're going to continue to talk about it. Moving on to a little bit more sad, kind of messed up entertainment news. Yesterday, I believe it was, found out that Dr. Dre, the infamous Dr. Dre, the producer, legendary rapper, NWA leader, had a brain aneurysm. Brain aneurysm was inside the hospital. I think he got released this morning, maybe. But what's even crazier in developing news is that...
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. He's out, I think, or he's about to be out. I know he's fine. He posted something on Instagram.
He's doing better. I don't know if he's out yet.
Yeah, I don't think he's out. He's just feeling a little bit better.
Yeah.
But allegedly, too, last night while he was in the hospital, they tried to rob his house. Like
I saw that.
Yeah, luckily the police were able to roll up on it, I guess, or whatever security system or whatever got the police involved. They were able to stop it from happening. Do y'all think that's just a sad move? I think that's messed up. Dr. Dre's in the ambulance, in the hospital. Y'all gonna rob his house?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That shit
can't do that, bro.
Yeah, that shit is a fucked up move. How can you do something like that, especially to a legend? Like, come on.
Yeah.
And the fact that it happened, like probably the day, not even the day, because he just went in last night for the brain aneurysm, right?
Type shit, and then it happened today.
The day probably it gotta be somebody that's close to him. You know, because he just got a brain aneurysm. He just went into the hospital. If somebody
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
I was thinking too, maybe it's possible they just saw it. Maybe they just saw it on the news and they was like, oh, Dr. J's, you know what I'm saying, he ain't home, he in the hospital. So, and then they ran up on it. You don't think that?
Be like, somebody probably gonna be in the crib. Niggas, like, if
that's what I'm thinking, like, how they know
because they ain't have no real plan. If it was an outsider, they probably ain't have no real plan. Went on some stupid shit and got caught quick. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like they had no real plan. If it was an outsider.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't know. I feel like it's possible. Maybe they was just some dummies that saw the news and assumed like, well, Dr. J's not home, let's go get him. But like you said, it's possible. It could have been somebody in his team that was like, yo, that ain't nobody in the crib.
And they got caught before. So they didn't even get close to robbing it. It was like attempted.
Yeah, it was attempted. Yeah, they didn't get inside the crib. No.
They real dummies. They got to be some real idiots.
Yeah, they really stupid. But I don't know. Thoughts and prayers out of Dr. Dre. I hope that's the last of any type of health problems he got. Hope he gets out and gets back at it with the music. I heard he's supposed to be helping Kanye on his next album. He's supposed to be part of it too. I heard they got some bangers on there according to Snoop Dogg. So
yeah, bro. I seen that when I seen that Dr. Dre was in the hospital for a brain aneurysm. I was like, bro, 2021 cannot start like this, bro.
Yeah. I was like, and I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because
same shit.
We about to get into the rest of how this 2021 is going because we are 6 days in, people.
Yeah, bro.
And already we have some legendary news, but we still not there yet. We ain't gonna get there. That's the grand finale. Next thing I want to talk about, my nigga. 20, which is funny because, you know, in my mind, I feel like 2020 is sitting in a bar somewhere drinking like, yeah, y'all thought I was the problem. I am not the issue.
Deadass.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think 2020 was a problem. I think we got some big issues going on. But we gonna get to this stimmy check that we've been talking. Okay, so apparently the new news is that anybody, almost everyone, I believe, that's either used TurboTax or H&R Block last year to file their taxes might have accidentally got their stimulus checks or their stimulus money sent to those accounts. Apparently these like secret or empty accounts that H&R Block and Turbo hold for their members that they don't put any money in, but it's just there on file in case. Apparently money got sent there. And obviously as members, you don't have no access to that because only they do. And furthermore, I'm hearing that the IRS is telling people that they can't send them that money that got sent to H&R Block and Turbo until it gets sent, until Turbo and H&R sends the money back to the IRS. I'd be pissed. That's all I know. What y'all think?
Finesses.
Finessing.
They found a way to just keep all that bread. But that happened to me last year with my tax return. With, you know what I'm saying? If it's a like big bank like Chase or Bank of America, they usually send it back quick. But who knows how long TurboTax and H&R Block's gonna take and send all those back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's some bullshit, bro. I'm tired.
And it's crazy because, which is funny you mentioned it, because I was talking to my brother today, and he mentioned like, you know, it's crazy because it's digital money. Like what? It's not like it's cash money where you wait for somebody to transport it in a backpack from here to there. It's digital money. As quickly as you sent it to or accidentally sent it to TurboTax, can't they just instantly send it back? Like, you know what I mean? I don't see why this would be a big issue.
I don't know. I know that like banks, they probably like things like that. They probably do something to make some return on the money. They probably finesse something. You know what I mean? Like put the money in some kind of investment stock or whatever and make extra money on it, then send it back. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's what I be thinking when I hear stuff like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Man, that shit is crazy though, because like I was literally sitting here thinking about that today, and then because I seen the article where they was talking about if you log on to the Get My Payment on irs.gov, if it says, oh, your second payment is not available, then it's possible that if they don't transfer this money back, my nigga, we ain't gonna see this 600 until we file our taxes.
Right. And then, you know, that's a crazy thing because like I said, a lot of the people in the country, from what I'm seeing, have yet to get, you know, we all personally have known some people have gotten it, but a lot of people have yet to get that check. And which, you know, leads me into my next thing that we're going to talk about here. The future of this country and the future of these stimulus checks and the future of basically everything that's going on. So on a little bit of a brighter side, I don't know if you guys know, but between last night and today, the Georgia Senate was won by Democrats, by both Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff. So if you don't know, Raphael Warnock, he's actually a black preacher of a really prominent church in Georgia. And John Ossoff is a Jewish kid. Isn't
he the first black man?
Yeah. First black
Georgia. Gotta give round of applause for that, man. For real.
For sure. And so with that, once they're sworn in, and once Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are sworn in inevitably next week or by next week, the full Senate will be, well, not full, but the majority of Senate will be Democrats, which if you understand what's going on right now, that's going to be a complete flip of what's going on right now. So everything that Democrats are trying to get passed in Senate as far as bills for 2,000 checks, 4,000 checks, whatever, that has a way bigger chance of getting passed now because Democrats are going to be in control. So that's definitely a positive thing to look forward to. And definitely shout out, like you said, to Georgia, bro. They definitely did the right move by making Democrats finally run that prominent Southern state. You know so what you guys think?
It's crazy. I would put the complete blame on Donald Trump. I know Trump turned some of the minds of some Republicans out there. They're probably like, yo, what the fuck did this man just do with, with this country? I want to turn to, Democrat. I'm going to vote Democrat this year or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm putting that blame on him.
Yeah, and you brought up a good point because not for nothing, he probably opened up a lot of white people and people who didn't really think that race was still a thing. Like he probably opened up a lot of people's eyes to be like, oh, nah, I gotta say something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, for sure. And again, this all to me is a big part of what's going on right now because, like you said, what we're seeing right now is Trump's behavior and the way that he's been handling the country and things that's going on is creating this weird divide between even people that were supporters of him originally. You know what I mean?
For real.
We know after the events which we're about to talk about that unfolded today, it seems like there's people that are no longer seeing it as, all right, it's Republicans versus Democrats, or it's blacks versus whites, or, white supremacists versus liberals. Now it's kind of like people with sane minds versus Trump and Trump supporters. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, if you look at it a certain way, it's a good thing because at least that gets everyone that's sane and that has, the right state of mind and the right political mindset on one side, and that everyone else is on the opposition. So with that being said, obviously we know today something that's literally unprecedented in the history of American politics or American government happened. Several white supremacists, I'm gonna call them white supremacist protesters or pro-Trump supporters, infiltrated the White House. Not the White House, I'm sorry, the Capitol. They breached the Capitol, where at the time the Senate was not in the middle of, but they had just began counting electoral votes that were supposed to officially determine Biden as president-elect. What do you guys think about what happened today? I'm going to say my piece at the end, but I think this is something that's big enough where everybody should kind of get their little piece to fully say uninterrupted how they feel about it. I'm going to start with Clay. I want your response to kind of reflect how today's actions by protesters were handled compared to how protesters were handled during the Black Lives Matter protest over the summer. Like, how do you think that all went down today with those situations?
Bro, the shit was another blatant piece of evidence that shows the division of treatment between the people of color. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if that isn't any more obvious and any more disappointing that those people were able, and we can call them white supremacists. We seen the Confederate flags. They was waving them shits high in fucking pride. You know what I'm saying? High and prideful. Like, those people, the fact that they were able to break windows and do all this actually, I know people got shot. I know people got hurt, but that ain't shit compared to when our people do the most peaceful protests and the most peaceful marches and motherfuckers is getting hosed down, my guy. Like, come on, man. Like, like the fact that I didn't even see people getting tear gassed and I'm not seeing no shields is just, they're just standing there and just letting them fuck shit up. And like, what? Like, come on, man. Like, today was just the most obvious. I'm not even going to say the most obvious because there's other obvious situations, but that was just another obvious piece of evidence that us people of color will never be able to do the things that people of white skin complexion will be able to do, bro. And just facts. Until something is done. As of now, I ain't gonna say that it can't be changed, but as of now, that's what it is, bro.
Yeah. So what about you? What about you, EJ? What you think? Like how you when you were seeing these? I don't know how late into the game you saw everything today, but when you saw what was happening, could you believe it? Was you like, yo, this is real?
It was more towards the middle of the day when I seen it, and when I seen it, I was thinking, yo, when you really like you said, where it's everything's so divided and we're not equal to the point where think about what Black Lives Matter and people of color and the minority was fighting for and protesting for when they were. It was because a black man was killed and he wasn't getting no justice.
Right.
Now fast forward to today and look at what they're fighting for.
Right.
They look like they're mad because Trump lost.
Exactly. Let me ask you that, because that's what the conversations I have with people today, that was one of the main things I think upset and confused me. Because no matter what you want to say or your opinion on the Black Lives Matter protest or whatever, whether you agree with them or not, at least it is very clear and at least justifiable what those people are fighting for, whether you want to agree with how they do it or not. I can't understand what is it that the people that are Trump, what are they fighting for? Because if what they're fighting for is another 4 years of this guy being president, how is this the way that you react to that? How is this the response to that? You know what I mean? What do you think, EJ? Do you think that what they did, why do you think they did what they did today? What do you think is the reason, the real reason?
Because like we said, white privilege. They believe they have the privilege to go out there and change what America's vote, what America said. They believe they have that privilege to where they can go and fuck shit up and they'll change and be like, oh, okay, Trump's the president. They believe they have that privilege. That's the main example of white privilege. That they think they can go out there with no consequences. Yeah, no consequence. I would not go out there and do no crazy shit like that. You know,
and that's exactly what I was saying. There's a big, huge difference between what liberals were doing over the summer with the Black Lives Matter protests, stuff like that, and what we saw today. Today, people literally violently stormed a government federal building while Senate was in session counting electoral votes for the U.S. presidency. That is such a, if you really think about that, it is the biggest, craziest insult to American democracy and any type of democracy period, because what it seems these people are fighting for is like they don't even realize they are fighting against. You get what I'm saying? You're fighting for this America that the Constitution, this America, the history of America that you believe in, that you're so proud of. And at the very same time, you're destroying it by not allowing it to proceed. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we know this is facts. A fair election was run, just like Trump won against Hillary 4 years ago. He lost today. He lost in November, right?
Exactly.
And the people, what they did today was under the beliefs and the inspiration, I guess you could say, of the president telling them otherwise. Even in his apology video that he recorded, or not apology video, but his video telling people to go home to end the riots, he could not drop the fact or be honest and tell the truth that the election was won, that there was no vote stolen, no election was stolen from any of these people. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris won fair and square.
Even with him going out there like that, I feel like he kind of felt something that everybody was out there, quote unquote, fighting for him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
when you say he felt something, do you think he felt positive, or like you think he felt good, like, oh, I got power? Or do you think he felt negatively?
He felt good on some like the next Hitler type shit, bro.
He ain't say shit for a minute.
Yeah, when I seen everybody out there, exactly, he didn't see nothing for a minute. He should have, as soon as it happened, he should have been out there and be like, yo,
he should have said something.
That's crazy. Like,
it was pretty scary. And I heard he even, I heard he was the reason too that for a while that they weren't doing anything as far as any type of militant response, or because I heard he for a while was telling them not even to send in the National Guard, which again, like I was asking you, EJ, when you look at the comparison to how the riots over the summer were handled compared to this, in the first night of these riots, before any violence even actually broke out, when people were just stealing sneakers, I saw tear gas, smoke gas, flares flying, people fighting with the police. We saw none of that today. There are literally pictures online of people sitting in the Senate office, looking at documents they shouldn't be looking at, sitting in chairs they shouldn't be sitting in. A woman was shot and killed. Granted, she was a Trump supporter, but again, then she was killed by the Secret Service. But again, this is why this is so insane. This does not happen in America. This is completely uncalled for.
And what I was thinking too, like back when, you know what I'm saying, that Black Lives Matter stuff was happening and busting windows of stores and stuff. I was like, yeah, it's kind of getting out of hand, but I can understand the frustration. You know what I'm saying? I can't condone it. I wouldn't go out there and do it. I would not condone it. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree that much with it, but you know what I'm saying? I can understand.
I understand it.
Now when you see something like this happen and people don't react the same, like people who had their energy when it was like, yo, they're out there like animals. Why are they doing this? I don't agree with, you know what I'm saying? Or who are passionate about it. They not passionate about this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here looking at it like, hold up. This was happening before.
It's a whole different ball game. Because like I said, one of the most surprising things to me about how this was handled was even the response and how they treated the people that were infiltrating the Capitol.
Yeah.
Again, I hate to just be blatantly bringing race into this, but I couldn't help but sit there thinking while I'm watching this, if this was people of color or any type of religious people, Muslims, there would be bodies. There would be bodies dropping like flies.
Bodies, mad arrests. Because I know with the Black Lives Matter protests and things like that, there was a lot of arrests. I bet there wasn't that much arrest for this situation.
13. They said they claimed they got 13 arrests. And now again, 13 arrests. If you look at how much people were involved, 13 arrests. And again, arrest doesn't exactly mean any charges are going to be pressed or that they're going to go to prison. Arrest could mean they were just detained for a couple hours and sent home, you know?
This is, when you think about that shit is crazy, bro.
Oh, it's more.
There was hundreds, if not thousands of people out there.
Thousands. They've already confirmed it was thousands.
In the Black Lives Matter protest, people were just getting arrested for being in the
area, like in the vicinity. Like arrested.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They said 6 o'clock curfew. People were still out there, 8:30, almost 9 o'clock. I see people still outside. I'm like, and then I'm seeing Andrew Cuomo, our governor, talking about, oh, we got to send 1,000 of our troops out there, our National Guard out there because they're not doing shit. Like,
it's crazy.
How we got to step in and handle your shit? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, like, and you know what I mean? And I think one of the real surprising things to me was how just vulnerable the Capitol was. I didn't think people in the Capitol could just be breached like this. Like, you know, it was like they literally broke windows and was just hopping in.
And I heard that the security or police was running, bro.
Oh yeah, there's video. There's video of it was crazy, absolutely insane. I
ain't never seen no police or security run from situations like that, especially with the Black Lives Matter, right? They standing there ready to shoot a nigga for real.
But one thing though, because I seen the one video of this black security guard or security officer that was running up, and it's because there was a whole group of people.
I would have ran.
It was like he pulled his nightstick out to defend himself, but it was like, bro, if you hit one, they all going jumping, bro. So I understand where he's coming from.
They was on their gang tip today. They was not playing.
Bro. I don't know.
So this is that. It's crazy. It's something that's developing. We're going to hear about this for the next, because I want to honestly say that next to 9/11, this is probably about to be the biggest government thing to happen since then. I mean, there was obviously not a bunch of casualties. It wasn't like a mass shooting or a bombing or anything like that. But as far as something happening politically or politically charged, this has got to be the biggest thing since then.
And think about what could possibly happen once Biden gets sworn into office.
That's what I'm thinking too. I think we're gonna try to wrap this episode up. This might be a two-parter that we get into.
50 gonna make a lot of money.
Back tomorrow.
A lot of money because niggas gonna be saying get the strap again because that's what I'm saying.
For real. But I do wonder, is it from point, like if you think about it from different point of views, once we do get Biden and Kamala Harris inaugurated and they're in, do you think things will get better or worse? You know what I mean? Because like you said, it might the opposition. You know what I mean? The conservatives, the supremacists, they're obviously not going to be too happy. But it seems like the government is going to be turning around. It seems like it's going to be definitely a more democratic, more liberal government. So
I feel like for a little bit
that might make it safer for us.
I feel like for a little bit they're gonna have that, like somebody said before, that Trump, even when he's out of office, he's still gonna have his following, his his supreme.
Oh yeah. This is a cult now. This is a cult.
Yeah, it's a cult now. Trumpers, I call them Trumpers, bro. Like
JJ Trumpers for real.
They're gonna be there for a while until things kind of settle down and they'll crawl back in their hole where they came from. They crawl back in their hole.
All right, y'all. That's all the time that we got. We gotta wrap this up for today. Like, comment, subscribe. Be as safe as you possibly can.
Follow the Twitter. You don't know.
Follow the Twitter. Yes, that's the next thing.
Pop upon them.
All right, y'all. Everybody be safe. We're gonna hit y'all with the part 2 next time. We're gonna talk about this next episode.
Yes, sir.
Peace out. Pop up.
Me.